workouts or off to work. But with new Max cushioning hands-free Skechers slip-ins, it's easy. I just step in and go without touching my shoes.
Tony, your lunch.
I'm a QB, not a receiver. Try new Max cushioning hands-free Skechers slip-in.
Alrighty, it is Sam Holtas here back at you. Today we're going to be doing the video analysis. So in other words, the advertisement analysis. As you saw before this short little video here explaining the video, my advertisement I chose to analyze today was in fact the Skechers commercial. This Skechers commercial was actually published March 7th of 2023, so very recent. Advertisement location, it's not really stated. If anything, I mean, it's probably on a studio somewhere. What they're advertising is a hands-free slip-in shoe, right? So this shoe is being advertised by Skechers. Obviously, that's the company and brand, but it's being advertised by Tony Romo, who played in the NFL for quite a number of years. If you don't know what the NFL is, it's the National Football League. As a quarterback, he was a quarterback in that league for quite a bit. He's basically in there, hands are full in this commercial, as you saw prior, basically demonstrating himself that they're easy, hands-free, can easily put these shoes on without his hands, right? Super easy, super convenient. It definitely incorporates ethos in the way that they use Tony Romo, right? So they're using a famous person like Tony Romo. By using him, it creates that credibility, like, hey, Tony Romo uses it, he's a famous person, I should use it, right? In terms of when he uses pathos, right, a little bit different. So like, how does he use our emotions, right? So in here, he definitely uses, a lot of times advertisements use our emotions in more of a like sad way. However, there's a joke used halfway throughout by Tony Romo himself, who makes the audience almost laugh, right? So that gives us a little bit, it's personable. So by doing that, that pathos is used very much so in that example there. And then finally, the example of logos that sticks out, used throughout. It's logical, right? He's saying, "Hey, look," as I said before. "Hey, look, my hands are full. I got kids. I'm busy. I'm running around all the time. I don't really have time sometimes to use my hands, bend over, and put on my shoes. So check this out. I'm gonna step right into my shoes." And he does so in the commercial, as you guys saw prior to this little clip of me speaking here. On to the next question, in terms of the persuasive elements of this, right? So how does the ad advance not only the product, but the brand as well, right? So obviously it's promoting that product, or the brand Skechers, just with Tony Romo himself, right? Good usage of that ethos there, but they're promoting their brand, just saying like, hey, we just came out with a new shoe. We can come out with whatever we want to further, create convenience and further help people in their everyday life, right? With our shoe, it's comfy and it's more convenient. So this is further letting people know like, hey, our brand is still out there. We're still working on new things. We're still working on new convenient things that are helping the average everyday person. How does the advertisement now work to differentiate the product from its competitors? Well, number one, it's Skechers. They're not the top of the shoe brand, right? However, they're implementing something that is convenient that potentially no other competitor has had, right? So if they implement this hands-free slip-on shoe that is comfy and is comfy enough for everyday and all-around wear, right, they're differentiating themselves with this product from any other competitor. And finally, the last persuasive element of this advertisement, what logical fallacy is present / implied in this advertisement? This is also another hard one. From what I saw, there wasn't really a fallacy present. However, there could have been a fallacy along the lines implied, a slippery slope fallacy from what I kind of saw there in terms of when he slid on the shoe, right? And he's got full hands. His wife throws that at him. It's saying essentially like, I could be carrying anything, right? And slide these on. But that's kind of a slippery slope in terms of like, well, you can't really be carrying anything. Like, there's an extent to like, good luck slipping those on with like more than 2 bags of groceries that weigh 10 pounds. You know, that's just an exaggerated example or a what if. I just think that's kind of what the slippery slope is kind of demonstrating there. And it's more implied than anything. It's not really present. There's not really many other logical fallacies even implied throughout this advertisement. Now on to the analysis takeaways, okay? To wrap it up here. So who do you think is the ideal target for this message? And, you know, in my own words, how would I put that, right? I think the perfect demographic target audience, and what I think it was implied for was specifically people Tony Romo's age, right? And people from that, like, okay, 35 to like, I don't know, 50, probably 50-year-old age range where like, okay, you're getting to that point, okay, your body's old. It's hard sometimes to bend over, not only, but like you're on the run a lot and you're busy a lot. You could be, you know, for example, he's carrying groceries, right? Or he even mentions his kids. He's on the run a lot, right? It's going to be hard, they're implying, to bend over and, you know, tie your shoes or slip on your shoes, right? That could be a hassle. So I think that's the perfect target audience. What elements of the advertisement resonate with my own interests and perceptions, right? I think that pathos used with that little joke, I think that was a great interest for me because I find myself, you know, attracted to humor. And, you know, that part of that advertisement, I loved it. And I also liked the part that was Tony Romo. I'm a sports guy. I'm an athlete myself. I can relate to another athlete. I can relate to a celebrity in terms of an athlete. And finally, the last question of this analysis and this takeaway here. What do I think the goals of this advertisement are, and like how effective did I think they were in reaching these goals? I think they just needed to essentially say and promote this brand new shoe in the market that's kind of new to the shoe market, right? An easy slip-on shoe that you can wear for everyday comfort, all-around wear, right? Potentially not being sore in the shoe at all, right? You can wear it the whole day. And it works for an on-the-go lifestyle, okay? I think they achieved this very well, not only because Tony Romo is a very active human being, just with his persona in the football world, right? With his playing career in the past, he's an analyst. He's all around on TV shows everywhere, right? I think they achieved that goal very well, explaining that, and I think they were very effective, right? I think they were effective in using the ethos, pathos, and logos, as I mentioned above. I think it was a very well put together commercial and advertisement, and I also think it was very well not only because of those ethos, pathos, and logos, and not only because I'm biased saying a little bit that, you know, it pertained to me very well, but to everybody else because there wasn't really a fallacy, like I said before, and fallacies are kind of the key takeaway and downside to a lot of advertisements. So overall, great commercial. It applied great to me, and that is my advertisement analysis for this week's assignment. Thank you very much.